to the bunny, no they tire. Shege and vibes. Now real talk, pure cruise, pure fire. Shege and vibes. Shege and vibes. In the hot, in the bunny, no they tire. Shege and vibes. Now real talk, pure cruise, pure fire. Shege and vibes. Wahala sweet, gossip day, matter scatter. Shege and vibes. From your phone to your yard, we be the baddest chatter.
Yo, Charlie, and this is another episode of Shege and Vibes with me, the Shege Mama. Now, you know that over here we unpack the chaos, the madness, the craziness in this world. You know, that dream. And in between, there's so many things going on, and we try to put it together to make sense out of it by dicing it into pieces and making sure that it's served properly. I'm not here alone. I'm here with my people, comrades.
Yeah, we the boys. We outside.
Yes,
Inside.
yeah, we did. What's up?
Inside.
You good? Shege back home.
Vibes, baby.
Baby.
Charlie, I know they feel
No,
this.
they feel.
Shege back home.
Vibes,
Vibes,
baby.
baby.
All right. So yes, that's what's up.
Yeah.
We are here today, and today Shege no. I say yeah, you're controversial, bisano. I'm telling you.
Controversial Shege.
Controversial Shege. Today's Shege is controversial Shege. So we are going to delve into today's Shege, and let's see how that goes.
Yeah.
Let's see how we chop it into pieces. All right. So, hello, my name is Kwame, and I've always known I was different. From as far back as I can remember, I felt drawn to men. But I grew up in a community where being gay wasn't frowned upon. It was just considered shameful,
Okay.
even dangerous. Oh, I think he meant to say it was frowned upon, right? Okay. So, but I grew up in a community where gay was frowned upon and was considered shameful, even dangerous. The whispers, the stares, the sermons, they taught me early on that hiding was safer than being honest. So when I turned 28, I made a decision. I married a woman, not out of love, but out of fear of rejection. Now, her name was Abna, a kind, beautiful woman from church. She loved me deeply and I respected her, even cared for her in a way. Not the kind of love that bends, but the kind of love that feels safe. We built a life together, no children yet, but we are trying. Abna would daydream about baby names while I took long business trips, some of which weren't really businesses at all. Or the Koyanade. Then one day, everything changed. I had met someone, a man. We were discreet, always discreet. But on this one day, I let my guard down. We met at a hotel in a town. And just when we were leaving at the lobby, I ran into someone I never expected. Kojo, Abner's younger brother. He looked at me and at the man I was with. And then he just walked past us. He didn't say a word. But the next morning, I got a text saying, I know, let's talk, come with cash. Kojo never told his sister. Instead, he demanded money every month, a silent price I had to pay. And I paid out of fear and guilt. I paid until I couldn't pay anymore. I couldn't even cover Abner's medical bills, but I still paid him. I couldn't bring myself to confess the shame and the fear of losing everything. It kept me trapped. Until Abner noticed, she began seeing strange withdrawals, large amounts of cash disappearing regularly. She asked questions. I lied, dodged, changed the subject. But Abner isn't naive. She called Kojo. And that's when it all came out. In one night, the woman I married learned two things. That her husband was gay and that her own brother had been blackmailing me for years. Her entire marriage doesn't make sense, and it wasn't built out of reality. It's been built on lies. So here we are. She hasn't said much. She barely looks at me. I can't blame her. I betrayed her trust. Kojo betrayed her trust too, in a different way, maybe deeper way. But for some reason, this has made me realize how much I love my wife.
I'll be like,
I've never felt like this towards a woman before. I'm ready to repent, renew my vows, and do right by her.
I'll be like,
I'll be lying saying.
Charlie.
you've not realized
This is
the
today's
love in the
Shege.
It's because they catch him, that be why.
You
I'll be
sure?
like,
Charlie.
You sure? Right now, let's look at this from this angle. Now, in Ghana, practicing the LGBT, being gay or being a lesbian, is being frowned upon. Right now, it's not common in our society. So he obviously married Abna out of fear, not because of who he truly is. Right. Now let's look at that factor before we delve into anything at all. Let's look at the fact that these LGBT people are being treated differently. It's like they are scared to tap into their own selves. Does being gay or lesbian stop you from being any other thing else? Does it change anything? You know, as long as they are not involving the next person who is not interested in it, are they not supposed to not live in fear? You know, because this is a story of a gentleman who has made decisions based on fear. You know, Ghanaian society, you know, and psychologically, his mind has been twisted just because of the fact that, you know, he's gay. You know, so what's your take on that? The question that I just asked. What do you think?
I think he would definitely, they live in fear because, first of all, Ghana is a Christian Muslim country.
Right.
And these two religions frown upon stuff like this.
Mm.
Again, it is against our laws to be involved in such an act, whether being a lady or a man. Now, some of them are called transgender.
Yeah.
Man who is a woman who is a man, and everything.
Right.
It's not right.
Mm.
So definitely, it's a crime. I think, Anna.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a crime. So if you are caught in that act, you face the law. Yes. And again, I feel like marrying a lady because you are gay or whatever it is, you're actually putting the woman in a tight spot, especially if she doesn't know. Because this is like a cover up. And I don't see it to be real marriage or how you see them. I think it's just a cover up for the society to see that you are a straight person who has a family and you are living your life normally, which is the disadvantage of the lady. It's like fraud. It's like you frauding her or you betraying her. You have presented yourself to be something you are not, just to cover up your real self.
And he said he did it out of fear.
So Charlie, no force for the lady, honestly, no force for the woman. If you are that, I feel like if you are that, have your vim and be your that. Yeah. If you are that, have your vim and be your that.
But here lies the case: our society frowns upon
Yeah,
that.
because it's wrong.
So how do you stay true to yourself
It's wrong.
in that way? It's as if you are not who you are. Like society doesn't accept who you are. What do you have to say?
So we cannot, put the blame on society in this case, because as Lee was saying, there's something that in our context, in our Ghanaian context, we frown upon. So whether you like it or not, there is no way you can come out to speak your truth or to stay true to yourself, because that the society is not going to accept that. If you want to be gay, if you want to do your whatever, you know where to do it. So far as you are in this, this African setting, there is no way you are what. So we cannot entirely blame the society in this. Notwithstanding, also we also have to understand that me personally, I feel like we can never understand how nature works. You see, and these LGBTQ or these people that identified as they are guys, but then you see them and they are like ladies and all that. I've never understood where this span out from. Like, how did they end up like this? Because some people actually when they are when more family say like they start they behave like misafo. So
It's
it's up to, I feel like
genetics.
yes we have the scientific biology
Yeah.
side there, but then I feel like it's also up to the upbringing, the society,
The society again, yes.
the society that
yes.
is actually causing them to hide in their shells. I feel like it's the blame should also be on them again. I said we cannot blame them, but I feel like in this instance we also have to give them some blame, because if these people were brought up in a manner where they will understand how the society or our culture works, or our culture deals with certain people, I don't think that they will grow up to a point where they would have to hide from their true self. You get it? So in this case, the society, we cannot blame the society for being like this, but then again, we can also not blame them, because from a start go, you can tell that this child of mine is a guy or is a boy, but then it's starting to behave like you force that being that man or the boy thing in him before it gets to a point where you cannot have a say.
Right.
You get it? Yeah.
This guy says he's ready to repent. Now let's talk about the church part of this situation. He's ready to repent and love his wife. With that being said, he still has some true self of him left somewhere. The Bible from the days of Adam at some point spoke about how men were sleeping with men and women were sleeping with women, and we all know the consequences of that. Nature is against that. However, the same God has wonderfully made it in a way that some of these people's genetics are twisted in a certain type of way, and hence making them act the way they act. How are religious leaders supposed to deal with issues like this when it comes to a man being in that state or a woman being in that state? How best do you think religious leaders should actually deal with issues like this?
I think it should come from parenting before religious leaders, because people, they are guys who grew up around ladies, girls. They were normal boys and everything, but they grew up around girls. They play and play with the girls. Everything they do with the girls and everything. Automatically, they start making some gestures, talking like girls. When kids habits, when you're a kid, you can easily pick up.
Yeah, it's easy for you to
pick up an habit, sorry, and then grow with it. So if it's not stopped or it's not changed at that early stage, that's it. So from the parents, and if you see you have a daughter who behaves manly, behaves like a boy and everything, fine. Probably in the shit. There are some girls who are like that. They don't see her shit. Let her be who she is. But at the same time, make sure she's not leaning too much towards behaving like a boy. That might end up being a different thing when they grow up. Yes, and you have a boy who is behaving like a lady, talking like a girl, correct him. From the on go, correct him. Let him manage bema, like sometimes those times when we are going to school, boarding house, they say you are taking you to the boarding house so that you man up.
Yeah.
Right.
We need to be you man up. If you're a lady, if you are when you go to the boarding house, you automatically when you
develop some strong bones.
Yeah,
some metal wings.
Exactly. So like as a kid, that is what is supposed to be done. And then the religious leaders as well too. I think sometimes you say honestly, I feel this thing is kind of spiritual, if you ask me. Yeah, I feel it's kind of spiritual.
It's a battle.
Yeah,
thing.
lesbian.
But there's a scientific aspect to it.
Yes. Some kids, some boys, their male hormones are not that much or strong or whatever they say. So they look feminine. Some of them don't have broad shoulders.
Yeah.
They have, some of them look like ladies.
Yeah, they do.
They
They have hips
had a
and
big-
stuff
yeah,
like that.
everything, yes. So that's, and some of them are actually straight, but because of the way they look, people push them to that corner.
Yeah. Right.
That's corner that, oh, you look like a girl.
So
Automatically
therefore,
they,
you are
yes,
right.
yes. And the girls too. I remember when we were in school, when we were in JHS, we had this girl who used to play football. Her legs looked like a leg of a boy, like her physique, everything.
Hardened.
Yeah, she can play football and everything. But fortunately, I went to a government school. Fortunately for us, nobody ever classified her as a boy.
Right.
That was one thing I was happy about. Nobody made her feel like she's a boy. No, she had female friends. They moved together. They talk. She talks like a girl. Everything. So at that point, she feels like a girl, which she is.
She is.
But she likes to play football,
right.
which is not bad. You can do whatever you want to do as a human being.
Right.
We have ladies who play football. It's a profession. So I'm very happy our mates didn't push her for her to feel like she wasn't a lady.
Right.
And then she's more of a man and everything.
Right.
So I feel like from the onset, the parents have a role to play. Society, like you're saying, society have a role to play. Religious leaders also have a role to play. If you feel like it's spiritual and everything, remember them in
As
your
you
prayers.
are thinking.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like, because as a normal person who is on earth and everything, God made it man and woman.
Yeah.
Right.
You are,
By nature, by the laws of nature.
Yes, man and woman. So if it's shifting some kind of way,
then it's a spiritual battle.
it can be a spiritual battle. Aside the scientific reasons, aside the society trying to, aside whatever it is, it's also an aspect. So the religious leaders also have to play their role. If it's prayer, you pray. The parents also make sure that they are doing the right thing. And society, like you're saying, we need to blame society as well. Society also play a role. And then I think we'll be good to go.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, do you have anything to add to that?
With putting blames on that's like talking about the religion or the being spiritual and all of that. I feel like it's more about the society, and also we understanding, we instilling the culture that we have here in the kids, right from the get go, as you were saying. Being spiritual, me, I don't actually believe in it being spiritual. I feel like it's a society at the 10 say, like, you have to understand that if you are a guy, when you are a guy in this country, in this part of our world, definitely you have to like enter the tokro. There's no way. Yes, the tokro I'm talking about is not the one from the the one I'm talking about. Yes, so you have to instill in the kid.
Yes.
When you see that the kid they go wayward from, you just have to talk to the lady, like the person or your child, that's there's no how
this is your destination. This is where you have to enter.
Go this way, don't go this way. Understand? Notwithstanding though, I feel like the Bible also say like we shouldn't judge, right? So I feel like sometimes to not cut them some slack, but then we shouldn't see someone behave in a certain way and automatically perceive the person to be that. You understand? Yes, because we have, to shock you, we have this Kojo Besia for then they chop better meat for real. I know of one in my town. The Kojo Besia, or he actually works with fine ladies. You would think that he's not into them, or he's gay, but then you will go inside, they chop them. So like that assumption, we trying to force them into a corner they are not. Please, sometimes you have to be logical about it, because not all of them that are leaning towards that side. Yes, you have to, Charlie. And we should stop, drawing into conclusion. You get it? Yeah.
Right. Now let's look at the betrayal aspect. The lady Abna in question's brother blackmailed Abner's husband.
Oh yeah,
like seriously. Jessica,
chopping money pass.
the guy can't even take care of the wife again. I mean, who does that?
me, I feel like, see, what was the guy's name? The guy you didn't mention.
Kwame.
Kwame, or friend of Kwame. The
Mm.
guy that was blackmailing the sisters.
Mm.
Yeah. What you did was that like online again. Cause me, I feel.
How?
Yeah, I'm coming to
Adentina,
how.
why would you not tell your sister point blank?
I'm sure like he had plans on telling
He didn't.
telling him at a point, but then maybe he wanted to survive or something. And operation as well, cause in this in our setting here, there's no way you are going to like you will do such a thing. You understand? So why would you get my sister involved in this situation? Say they like the tokro, they like the ATBia. Then you go convince my sister,
Make
you
it
go
fall,
talk
the
to me,
tokro
make it
inside.
fall,
Yeah.
make it fall. Then you go sana you are cheating on
You
my
are
sister. You are
cheating
cheating on my
again,
sister
yeah,
with the man.
That's
Bro,
crazy.
remember Chwaswa.
That's
Just
crazy.
that the sister getting to know at the what was too late when the sister got to know. So at that one, the guy will look back. But then for what he was doing that instance, it was right. Me, I go do.
But what if like the guy for toy sister so the more they go chop him off?
Yeah, I was asking.
The sister, obviously since now they are together, they are married.
Yes, and I'm saying that as yes. Okay, well.
So the sister they feel the man.
Yeah, so we go hard say
Yeah, go hard say you go come there. You go say
but probably some girls, some ladies they there as in say she will try get back at you.
Yeah, in a very nice way.
So that be when maybe then the brother will collabo.
Yeah.
Then they chop your money.
They chop your money, they mean.
Yeah, they go chop your money and make you now you will come confess it, Charlie.
You just say he has them chop your money away later on the guy offend and the lady found out.
Yeah.
Or else it was a son. Or best by force.
Yeah, but I think that he sounds
your body goes inside. No, the fact say if you take off your wife, means the boy really chop your money.
Yeah,
the boy chop your money.
Yeah, and it's too much. I think it's too much.
Brother. I'm sure that the brother was tipping the woman in a way. Like the sister in a way.
Well,
yeah, so like that. Yeah, it is kind of indirectly. Yeah, start. So let's Charlie, let's applaud the guy for even chopping the money. Because for you to put someone's daughter in that situation, someone's sister in that situation, you deserve that. You know that don't go for the show.
Serious.
You deserve some lashes, huh?
Yeah, because me, I will never understand why see the way you are pretty sitting around like that. Charlie. Then I will choose body I didn't do. This our body. I will choose this our body over you. How? Just picture me.
No. It just makes sense.
Now, people are living double lives. I mean, I'm keen on this. People are living double lives because of how our society frowns upon this. Yeah. Like, I still want to probe further and know how best can we pull these people out of that double life state. Because you mentioned that people assume people to be in that direction. Others are really actually like that. But then we have to find a way to deal with them such that they don't live double lives. Because sometimes it's not their fault. It's the same nature's fault. Same nature, I can say XYXS. Same nature gives a guy excess, features. And it's quite disturbing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, that from the onset, from like the child growing up, that is why you have to be very, you have to watch your kids very closely. If you see that you correct him, like you were saying, you let him know that his destination is with a woman. That is where you have to end up. Yeah, that is where you have to end up. At the end of it all, you have to
enter the top.
Yes.
Yeah.
And as a lady, at the end of it all, you also have to take it.
Right.
Yes. So
but it seems that society, should I say, is frowning more on the gay part than the lesbian part.
They are frowning on both of them. And I don't think they would, I don't know. I don't think we can, how should I say it? In a way, try to, we can't eradicate, but then we cannot, stop them. Because a lot comes at play when it comes to influencing their act.
Yeah.
Even right now, the Western culture service even influencing these people
every
more.
every movie you are
Like
watching,
for real,
Even the kids.
yeah,
these
even the
people.
Even the
kids, even
kids.
the kids,
swear.
yeah. Every
Because
movie,
they are making it seem like
Yeah.
it is normal. You
and you know,
understand?
even in football,
Yeah.
you have to. The captain's band is
LGBT.
UCI.
The corner flags. It's something they are pushing so hard,
So a
Right.
lot is so.
and for them it's something that is legal over
Yeah.
there. But here,
And they have so many devious reasons.
so many reasons.
And the channel at which they are pushing it to this side, this side of the world. It's not like something we have control over. There is no way we can stop it.
It's on the internet.
There
You
is
go
no
on the
way we
internet,
can
it's
stop
there.
it.
We have aspiring President Kamala Harris visiting Ghana and wanting our ex-president in that lane.
UCI.
You know, and it's still a form of pushing. It's an agenda. You know.
Right now, if you are going to, it's not going to happen. But then, if you are going to succeed with, stopping or toning down how these people are seeing these things to be normal, unless we do some national deliverance or something. Because right now, there's no way we can stop it. I'm sure it will get to a timing. These all fights we are fighting against, we now we go tire. It will come to a time where Charlie we will just have to live to accept and accept these acts here in our country now in this side of the world. Because the dominance we can't fight it. The dominance, like when it comes to the influence, the dominance we can't fight it.
Diplomatic way, entertainment, football, whatever.
In an era where everything is being
on
normal,
everything is just
normal. People do things and they feel like Charlie is a norm.
It's a norm.
But then back then there was no way.
Yes, and I feel the internet has played a very big role.
Crucial,
because this thing has been there for like ages.
Yeah.
But those times, you when I was a kid, you don't even see.
You can't see it.
You can't see it.
See, right now we have men. We have men who identify as ladies, just like ladies.
You see a man with broad shoulders.
They are proud,
muscular, and then they'll tell you,
I identify as a woman. And then you are in shock.
Right now, the guys they are actually having they are changing.
They are changing.
You go date some shoddy. You go inside now. Last 2 years. Now
no, you're
the boy.
man.
Yeah. And Charlie, it'd be crazy. if you're not careful, as a guy, for Ghana here, you go to text some lady, you go to chat some lady, or you go it be boy. He wear wig. They look like woman. If you're not careful,
how to use a word,
it's gonna be crazy.
Like we can't stop this. I mean, that's why it says we have to,
I don't know if you've seen this. There's this country. I don't know if it's Colombia, one of these Hispanic countries. If you are walking in the streets and you're not careful, you take a man home. Yes. Because they all look like. If I was watching TikTok the other day, and the people in the country can identify the men who have become women, but the foreigners
they can't.
Yeah.
So if you're not careful, there was this white guy that was actually talking to a guy thinking it was a lady, and then one guy tapped him, was like, "That's a man." What? You can see the disappointment in his face.
Oh my god!
You see, so it's crazy. And do you know the funny thing? They are not only, some of them are not only identifying as men or women. Some of them are identifying as tables.
Oh my god!
Dogs.
You see where the world
trees.
is getting.
Yeah, trees.
Where we are going, where we are
everything, objects, like everything.
Where we are
and
going.
you can't even identify. If you make a mistake and you identify them as, oh, you are he, right? Yeah, she. It's an issue. They can take you to court.
Yeah.
They want to be identified as a table, so it's a it.
Ooh.
It's crazy.
There's a lot going on in our world, and it's crazy. If you're still with us, you're watching Shege and Vibes. I'm Mama Shege, and I'm with my people.
Yeah.
Yes, we're breaking things down. Things are happening. We're touching on everything that comes to our table. We dice it, and then we slice it, and then we add some salt and some, little bit of pepper, Shege pepper, and all of that, and then we conclude and then give our advices. Also, we don't mind if you bring in your comments in the comment section. You know that. Also, don't forget to subscribe so that when Shege like this drops, Idibab, you would be the first person to know what's going on. Now, let's go for a break. We'll be back. Stay with us. You're welcome back. It's Shege and Vibes, and it's going all the way down. Not here alone. We're talking about Kwame, who has two different personalities and has married for wrong reasons. He married out of fear, and we're still discussing, breaking it down, trying to get to the bottom of it. Lee and Ebo, if you were the lady, what would you do? Would you divorce, or you would find a way to punish him because he says he has repented and for some reason he's in love with this woman? And if that's the case, is it possible that a guy like that can truly fall in love with a woman? Because he says that he has never felt like that before towards a woman, and now he's feeling it, and it's giving him some kind of sensation. Something is moving inside of him. I feel like it's some kind of Holy Ghost going through him. And so, what do you have to say about that?
If I was a lady, I would just divorce.
Why?
Because honestly, I don't think the woman is actually in support of it in the first place. If she's a Christian, it goes against her religion. Fine, the guy said he has changed, but how sure are you?
He has repented.
He has repented, but how sure are you?
He's willing. He has said that he has confessed.
Words,
he has
words
repented.
are just
He's
words.
going to go to the church. We'll pray for him. The spiritual, demonic, whatever you're talking about, they will cast it out.
Okay.
All of those things.
Okay, if it's will, if although he's willing to change, but it will still depend on the lady. If she can still continue with that, that's fine. That's if he has really repented and then she feels like she can continue with him. Sorry, that's fine. Yeah. And like you're saying, he said he has repented. Ebo will say that Obwa.
Because
Because
no, it could be true.
Oh,
It could be true.
Because
So
it could be true, but how sure are you that he has really changed?
the reason I'm saying it could be true is because of the way he's feeling. He says that I'm starting to love my wife, and I haven't felt like this towards a woman before.
Oh, okay.
The fact that he hasn't felt like this, it means that there's something there. There's something there.
Oh, okay.
You see?
For someone that I love to love, and I actually cherish love, I feel like it could be true that indeed he has some sort of feeling for actual feeling for the woman, but then I don't believe that there's a spiritual side when it comes to these kind of acts. But then I'm tempted to also feel like how long, because we the straight people cry, we fall out of love. You see, and for someone that's used to take it from the back, I don't know. I don't know how long this newfound love or this newfound self of him is going to be for, because I feel like if he day one day, then
The
day
table,
you will not say something will pass there.
That's the thing.
So
that's why they talk say for how long?
for real,
How long
because
has he
I
been-
believe
yeah.
I believe
People
that
can really repent.
I believe
I mean, it's not like he's not enjoying
it's
his
fine,
wife.
it's
He said they
fine.
are even trying to have
Yes,
babies.
It's fine. That, like you are saying, it's fine. We understand. But
Oh my God.
but
For real though,
something
like,
you do before you come marry.
yeah.
You go feel miss that thing. You go feel miss say
Yes,
something.
that's
They
the thing.
go to the intercourse.
I
You
believe
understand?
I strongly believe that
Yeah.
it might be true that he has actually changed,
Changed,
or
yeah,
he has found
yeah.
some love or whatever.
But would it be
But then,
sustainable?
how is it? Yeah, is it
How
going to
is-
sustain
yeah.
for how long?
You
see,
get it.
because that people.
And is she ready to bet on that?
Mhm.
That's a big question.
Even yes, is she ready? And I guess the lady herself might, even if she's going to accept him for the new him,
Yeah.
the lady herself might
So
have
as
some.
issue self
like-
day,
But go all out.
you get it.
Yeah, she go fear. She not will go all out. You understand?
okay.
What the baby, one baby.
Incredible. Right. So now my question is, I've been thinking about it. My question is, who betrayed who more? The husband or the brother? Who betrayed her more?
The husband.
The husband? Why?
Because you know that's not who you are.
Mm.
And then you painted a different picture to her. You let her understand that you are a straight man who wants to start a family and then have kids. That is the picture you painted to her. And I'm sure that's what she fell in love with, Anameboa. But behind the scenes, that is not who you are. And then you marry her, you wife her, and then you are doing other stuff with other men behind. That's a big betrayal. Terrible. The brother too, he has seen something. He has seen that opportunity to chop. He's a bear man. Yes, because he also the brother also knows that the man has betrayed his sister. So this is my payback as a brother, or
No, but why don't you tell?
I in this
yes,
instance,
he should have.
Talking about the betrayals, I feel like the brother actually has betrayed the sister
more.
Yeah, more. Because the man gave in to like marrying the lady or being with the lady because of society. So in a way, he was kind of forced into it. Understand? But like his hands were tied.
Right.
But at the lady's expense.
Yeah, that one today. But then in the side where you, my brother, you see, say this be the situation at day inside. At least for make a know. But you are also chopping money where Miss Harvard I know they get the money chop.
Yeah.
So that is that betrayal, but betrayal, man. Brother,
I feel like he saw it for a reason.
Yes.
He took advantage of
so
what
he saw it for a
advantage,
reason. So you have to save your sister out of the situation, but you are eating.
And from the story, you see, say he chopped the money keep. So, like you see that thing long time, but you decided to allow me to remain in such a situation.
And do you know the most dangerous thing? These type of practices carry a lot of diseases.
Right.
I swear.
So if you go take some disease, you can't give your sister. So your sister is in danger. The sister
serious danger.
So if he had seen it earlier and had informed the sister, maybe he will cut there and there.
So that it doesn't even get to that point.
Why you so dead? What I was
explicit, huh? I think you could. Like, it's Shege moment, so go ahead.
It's surprising that that true today they are big. What's yellow here? So is it a the Ghanaian kind of one?
Because it's not healthy. You get where the passage and the passage and the receiving end of passage, everything is. That's not the purpose of it. Because that's not the purpose of it. Do you get it? It is to excrete. How do they say it?
Yes.
It's to take away.
It has no business with insiders. Yes.
It's only
it
for
has
outside.
No business. Yes.
But,
so if you are putting something there,
it's a problem.
You are going to titin the.
but you know that service the opposite destiny to do maybe put it. I want it from the back. Like
that's so bad. It's so bad.
The woman and the guy they do too. Sometimes so the ladies and they demand that he will put for the wedding.
Well, those ladies, I don't know.
So that one to be bad.
I think if
I mean the
bad
sole
for the purpose,
guy, then please, ladies,
the sole purpose is for that
for
whole is to take trash out. You get me? So any other thing else, it's terrible.
It's terrible.
Very terrible.
And so many sicknesses, diseases, and everything. So
because we
do you get it?
That's
even the female organ, when it's not lubricated enough, and you are trying to make an force entry, it causes bruises.
Around
you guys get like cuts and everything. Although that's the right thing to do, but if it's not done properly, you get
it's fragile.
So imagine from the back there, the back door. That's crazy.
For it, like,
Mm-hmm.
hey. I just
Shake your
imagine-
buckle.
I just
Yeah,
imagine-
crazy.
Because sometimes even if you be guy where they like a play, but
Mhm.
the way you go, yeah.
So when your
Yeah.
constipation,
Yeah.
Bob, yeah.
you
It's crazy, bro.
that's Mr.
Alright.
Cute.
Okay.
Mr.
Okay,
Cute,
bro.
yeah, he's in shock.
Yeah.
Mr. Cute is in shock right now.
Some
Incredible.
even what the one who boom now.
Ah,
It's
Oh my god.
that's where the disease is.
Yeah.
Because just imagine that the lady,
Mhm.
sir, what's the lady's name? Sorry. Because for that long time, you go go inside the guy, the man,
Mm.
you go do that thing and
Yeah,
you go put him off somewhere.
The guy
no put-
can't
they will
kiss
come
him,
kiss.
honey, then
Yeah, just
You get- you come home, then honey, then you kiss him. Then
Kiss
you
am.
don't know say.
Yeah, hey.
No.
Hey, boo.
No. No. Okay, so this is Shege and Vibes,
Charlie.
and you've heard it all from my people. Now we are wrapping up. What advice would you give Abena, Ebu?
Abena, I'm sorry. Like, yeah, let me start by apologizing. You didn't deserve to live a life that's like a lie. Yes, that you weren't.
it's a lie.
You didn't deserve it. So I'm sorry. But then also you also have to. I don't know your religious background, but if you think in your gut that you can actually, because we pray and we hope that these people will change for good. So if you've gotten one to make an example out of and you can actually do that, I think you should go ahead. If not to, you have every right to also to work out. You understand? And that your brother, I don't know how you're going to deal with him, but then he's not a fan. It's not fun, bro.
It'll be
It's
fun.
not fun.
It's not fun,
Yeah,
brother.
'cause to actually,
It's not fun, bro.
Yeah, it's not fun, bro.
It's not fun, brother.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool, bro.
Henley,
Yeah,
what do you have
I
to
think
say?
I think
You side with him?
Yeah, I side with him. That's it. He has said all I wanted to say.
Yeah, but you did say that the husband has betrayed her.
Yeah,
more.
He has. Because the lady has been living a lie for God knows how long.
Hmm.
Yeah, and then who knows what a guy, like you're saying, your husband will come house. You don't know, say.
Oh my god.
If in the take or in the give, you don't know.
Yeah,
You
it's
get-
crazy.
It's crazy. So it's also a traumatic.
It's traumatizing.
yeah.
Traumatizing.
Traumatizing.
And
So please, if you can't, just bounce.
And
And your brother is a snitch. He ain't fun, brother. Bro, you ain't fun, bro.
Yeah, but yeah, fam. And let me also use this opportunity to, if you are watching me and you are the kind of guys that you going for guys, bro, I don't know. I've been to see, like, don't you see? Are you not online, social media? And see a pencil, videos, see fine
Shape and sizes,
girls,
colors.
and mostly, like, go shock you say the guys that are involved in this fine boys. So
Yeah.
we are going for it. Then these
Exactly.
fine boys will decide to go for it. Like,
And the girls too. The girls then they do the girls too. Fine girls.
fine girls.
Hey,
the one that made did that spiritual.
Yeah,
Was the devil.
Because the fine girls too, they go for the
because
fine girls. It's
sad.
crazy,
Charlie
yeah.
people, I beg. Let's this the Western culture. That's not
That's
us.
not
You
us,
understand?
yeah.
Social media is here to help, but then it's also doing a lot of harm.
Yeah.
So let's know how to take certain things, certain content serious online, because it's bad. I'm really scared for our next generation, because I feel like where the thing is going,
It
Yeah,
could be
to
to
worse.
get to a point,
Yeah.
Ghana will just give up. You understand? And I don't.
It
pray
could
for
be
that to
worse.
happen, bro.
Right. So we've wrapped up. It's Shege and Vibes. And we're Africans and we're sticking to the law of nature. We're doing the right thing. It's XX and XY. So if you're in this situation, you've heard it from my people. Abna, the ball is in your court. The choice is yours. You can either be with him because he has repented genuinely, or
Bounce.
you can bounce. Okay, bounce like a basketball and
Yeah.
leave. Right.
Bounce.
So don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. This is Shege and Vibes. See you again in the next episode. Peace out.
Yeah.